Ready, get set, because it's time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
And boom, we are live. How's everyone doing today? It's 420, guys, almost at least. How's everyone doing on this Paranormal Tuesday? I'm doing good. Actually, I'm home. Not feeling good today, guys. Got a bit of a stomach bug, but hopefully it's just a one-day thing. Here, with the weather changing, things are happening out there. Flus are going around and whatnot. So maybe I just got me a quick little bug. Let's hope so. How's everyone else doing out there, guys? Oh, what's up, Nova Mike, Supernova Mike? How's it going, Chantel? How you doing? Oh man, internet's choppy. Have you noticed the internet gets weird, like with the different weather? Like when the summer, it's more of a clog because there's so many people, but then it gets good for a while. And then when the cooler weather happens, seems like internet's really freaking take a shit. I don't know. It's a conspiracy. It is Paranormal Tuesday after all. Lonnie, how you doing, Lawn Dog? How's it going? Oh, what's everyone getting into? It's almost 420. Oh, I pre-took right before the show. Anyway, guys, if it's your first time watching, welcome to It's 420 Somewhere podcast. This is the podcast where we count down Monday through Friday to 420, and we get into a whole mess of trouble in the meantime. I partake. Hey, Eric, how's it going? I partake. I partake right before the show. Oh, sorry, guys. Sinus thing. That way you don't have to hear me cough for freaking 20, 30 minutes. So I'm pretty freaking high right now. And oh man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it good. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling when you clean your bong for the first time in a minute. Then I mean like you really clean it and it hits solid again. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that. Woo, man, I could have been doing this the whole time. Oh man, how's everyone doing? So what's happening out there? Mojave Martian, what's up, buddy? I'm going to message you back. I didn't forget about you. You got some good ideas. He's got some good ideas, guys. Wait. Where was I going? Yeah, so I'm just hanging out today. Not feeling that good, but been watching First and 10, the Bulls, guys, the California Bulls. Who remembers this HBO series? I'm going to start reviewing it on Mondays. We're going to call it Monday Morning Quarterback. Yeah, or is it? Or is it, Lonnie? Um, we're crazy on this channel, guys. On the 7:10 a.m. show, I'm going to start reviewing the First and 10, the HBO series, guys. You know, to me, this brings me back to my childhood because this is what you would sneak after your parents went to bed. And you guys all know what I'm talking about. This was on HBO after hours. You would figure out a way to watch it. Parents go to bed, lights are out. You go into your living room or wherever the HBO TV was, and you guys sit down, turn it on, because every episode had some boobies. That's right. It was kind of the beginning of that whole HBO series thing. Is the whole part of that HBO series thing. I think where they started it, and the more I watch it, I'm 4 episodes into it right now, and I'm telling you, that's where you would watch to see boobies for the first time. Like every episode has at least 2 pairs of boobies in it. It may be the same pair, but they show them twice. Man, it was adult too. Like it's way adult for kids to be watching that thing. Woo. But you have like Delta Burke, a very young Delta Burke. You have O.J. Simpson is in there. Tiny Zeus Lester from Devo from Friday. Who else? A whole bunch of like minor celebrities. The bad guy from Roadhouse. You see how excited I got? The bad guy from Roadhouse, guys. The one who had a razor on his boot. He is in this. A whole bunch of people. I want to say Eddie Murphy's boss when he was a cop. He had that. His boss is in here, guys. There's a whole bunch of, you know what? I don't know. I think it would just be fun. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry. All right. Turn off my phone for the show. All right. What's everyone getting into, guys? That First and 10's got me all crazy. I'm getting into some more Lit House, guys. Oh, these are smaller nugs, but look at this. Big old freaking eighth here, guys. This is coming in about 30%. Last time I was in there, still had these at $15 a pop, guys. So make sure you're getting in there and clear those suckers out. This is some good weed. What's everyone else getting into? I also got my crumble. I'm going to sprinkle it on top and go whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, Lonnie, whatever you're doing, guys, take a laughter break, take a joy break, take a stress-free break, guys, because that's what 420 is. 420 is where we lift our problems in the clouds. You guys know what I'm saying? But you don't have to smoke to enjoy 420, guys. You can use it as that moment of silence. Use it as a moment where you take that drink of that Coke, that ice-cold Coke from McDonald's. You guys know what I'm talking about, those flaming hot Cheetos. Whatever brings joy to you in your little heart, go ahead and do that, guys, because I want you to inhale the positivity, exhale the negativity, guys, and remember that Baja Blast because it's 420. Warriors, come out and play. Who remembers the Warriors movie? That thing was freaking tight. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the No Nonsense Show. This is where we talk serious, guys. How was your 420? What did everyone get into? Blow up those comments. Nancy, how you doing? How you doing? Chris, how you doing, buddy? Oh, man, a bunch of people up in here now. That's right. You passing a joint around. Oh, everybody comes out of the woodwork, huh? Oh, man. All right, guys, we got a couple different things to get into for Paranormal Tuesday. One is we're going to talk about the legend of the Phantom Hitchhiker of Route 66. That's right. We live on Route 66 for a lot of us. Like, right, throw a rock and hit Route 66. So I want to get into that. But guys, I want to tell some stories. Ooh. I am going to give you my personal top 5 paranormal moments that I've actually encountered. All right. Trying to think what's the best. Oh, man, this is a good one. This is a good one. This could be the whole damn show, actually. I forgot. When you come up with an idea and you're like, God, I hope I have enough topics to go into that. Can you dig it, sucker? Doo, doo, doo. All right, sorry guys. Parched. I was very parched. I was thinking, man, hopefully I have enough stories to cover top 5 on this. But then all of a sudden, I'm rolling out TV shows I worked on and different things. So this is going to be my list of top 5 paranormal experiences I've gone through, guys. All right, we're going to start off with the joyous number 5. Is this number 5? All right, the joyous number 5, guys. So my number 5 top paranormal moment that I've experienced has got to be, okay, I'll give it this one. Kingman, you Kingman people. All you Kingman night. Listen here, brother. We're coming. That sounded more like Kevin Sullivan. What you gonna do, brother, when we come down, all you Kingman Knights, and we run wild on you? Oh yeah. I was the Kingman Knights. I was at the Rosie didn't even like that one. She's like, I'm out of here. I was doing an investigation at the Powerhouse. It's their Route 66 museum, ironically, and I was running audio for a show. It was a pilot called Dinner and a Ghost. Ooh. And it was like a group of so it was the pilot, so it wasn't celebrities, but it was going to be a group of celebrities that had dinner in a haunted place, and they did an investigation. And after the investigation, they sat down for a 4-course meal, for whatever fancy dinner, and then they discussed their findings and dinner and a ghost. And so I'm running audio on this thing, and I was in one of the corridors downstairs in the Powerhouse, and they had all their bells and gadgets and whistles and all that going. And at one point, the hair on my arm started to stand up, and they started doing their thing. And nothing really happened on that one. That's why it's number 5. But there was definitely something there. That's what's your 20, good buddy? What? No audio? Oh, all right. We got audio, right? People can hear me. All right. I'm like, wait a minute. Are we good? Lonnie, I'm too high, Lonnie. Don't ever say audio. Don't ever say audio when I'm high, Lonnie. I'll freak out. So, audio. Oh, fuck. I'm so stoned. Never mind. Cut it out, Brian. So yeah, I was running audio, like I was the pole guy. And you're right, Lonnie. I'm wrong. I'm just a stoned son of a bitch. Oh man. Oh. So there was something there. I don't know what. I didn't see nothing. It wasn't super spectacular, but it definitely. Oh, shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that. Then the video goes out. It's the ghost. It's the ghost. Ooh. All right, there we go. But yeah, there's something there. That place is definitely haunted a little bit. Um, and I'm not one to be like, everything, every little bell and whistle is haunted. I like to debunk, and there's something there, but I don't know how deep or what. All right, my number four, guys. My number four. Um, paranormal experience. I would say it was at the greenhouse here in Needles, California. If you guys are familiar with this, it's actually right across the street from 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California, the Healing Center, your number one cannabis superstore. That's right off of Route 66. So this was, we did an investigation with Route 66 Paranormal, and I was doing video, not audio, video. No, I was doing video and audio this time. Um, and we were upstairs. Oh, you know what? This is probably the best one. We were downstairs, and I was just getting my equipment ready. Had all fresh batteries. I hadn't done anything all night, and we were getting set up down in the living room. And all of a sudden, I start smelling like a really thick perfume, not like a patchouli, but like something like that, almost an old school aroma. And so we decided to just start filming right there. And you could feel like a heaviness in the air. And this is like when you first walk in. If you guys are familiar with the greenhouse and Needles, there's a big stairway, there's an entranceway, and then through the entranceway, there's the house and there's a living room. And so I was right there, and I was all fresh batteries, just put it in the camera. And I actually say, hey, if you need to draw power from my camera to make something happen, go ahead and do it. And right before I could even say it, camera died. Fresh battery. Hadn't even worked it for 10 seconds. Battery dead. Whoa, that's crazy. So you can feel like the air and the thickness in the air. So we went on our investigation. And so what is this, number four? Yep, number four. All right, guys. I will come back with number three right now. All right, so this is my third paranormal encounter, guys. So that's one. We're gonna get back to the greenhouse. We're definitely gonna get back to the greenhouse. You know what? Yeah, no. So this one, number three, was at the Bullhead City Museum, the old museum that isn't there anymore. It's past the bridge. When on your way to Kingman or Golden Valley area or Lake Mojave. It was the old museum. They have since moved it. Well, we did an investigation again with Route 66 Paranormal. Uh, oh, whoa, that one, Joey. Um, and I'm doing an investigation. I'm running video camera. We had a show for it, and actually, I think it's out there still. I'll have to share it. Anyway, I'm behind all the guys, and I'm filming. They're doing their whole stick and what they do, and I'm just filming. And I know for a fact that there was nobody behind me, no one at all. And I might have been a little high, but there was no one behind me. Everyone was in front of me. I was filming. I was the last guy. Lights on the camera. We're all good. And all of a sudden, there was a counter behind me. Not all of a sudden, it was always there. There was a counter behind me, but all of a sudden, a rock fell out of a basket up on top onto the counter and made a bunch of noise. And it was in a basket, and the basket wasn't overflowing. Um, that was a pretty creepy one. Because they were trying to rile something up, and then that happened. Forbidden animal cookie. Hey, John, how's it going, buddy? How's it, man? I've been seeing you all over Facebook. How's life treating you? You're looking good, man. A lot of time with the kids and stuff. That's awesome, brother. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so that was kind of creepy for me, and I definitely think something was there. There's no way it was like a fake gold nugget that then popped out of the fool's gold, and there's no way. Yeah, I do too, man. As soon as my season's up, man, as soon as I get a little breather, I got so much stuff I want to do with you guys. So much stuff. um, um, and so that was a weird one. But Not as weird as this one, guys. So this is back to the greenhouse. Number 2. Back to the greenhouse. So this is one that I love to tell. We're down in the basement. This actually should be number 1, but we're going to say number 2. So we're down in the basement, and I have the cameras set up, and it's 1 a.m., I believe, something like that. And they're doing all their thing. Well, once a year down in the basement, sometimes that they do the City of Needles, or the guy who owns the greenhouse, the old mayor, he used to do a haunted house. He might still. It was like a walkthrough, like a maze. Well, when we got down there, it was it wasn't October. It was like May or April or something. But um they had all their Halloween stuff still up, like stuff hanging from the walls, different things, but nothing was working. And, I've been sitting for months and months. So I make the comment as we're walking through, oh, this stuff won't bother me. I'm the Halloween store guy. So we all laugh. Ha, 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 ha. And so later that night, about 1 a.m., we're down there, and I have my cameras set up, and we're getting ready to film. And they have this way, the basement is the length of the house. So they have a bunch of little rooms down in the basement, non finished. So like just concrete shells. And they had one, it was like an electric chair room. So they had like the dummy on the electric chair, but it was a big wooden deal, and the seat lifted up, and they had a step pad in there. So when someone would sit down, it would go off. And but we never saw it go off. As far as I knew, there was no power to it. So I'm in front of that. It's behind me, and we're sitting there, and all of a sudden they're getting all sorts of readings. Their freaking meters are going off, and I keep seeing something moving around that's darker than pitch black. Like it's pitch black down there, other than their green little meters going off. But I keep seeing something out of the corner of my eye, darker than pitch black, moving around. I start getting a little freaked. I'm like, what's going on? A little knuckled up, I'm like, what's going to happen here? And all of a sudden, all this bullshit Halloween stuff behind me all goes off. I didn't move. No one was behind me. It just all goes off at the same time. They had like electric wires, like the guy shaking in the chair. I went and I looked, and the only way to make that thing go off would be pressing that step pad, which you would have had to been in sit on it. And I and all I could say was, if you touch me, I'll beat your ass, ghost. I didn't know what to say or what to do. Um, yeah, that was a weird one. That was a weird, weird, weird one. And then, so my number one paranormal moment, guys, had to be when I was a tweaker. So take this for what you will. When I was a tweaker, I was going through some troubles, looking back, you're like, want to slap the teenage version of you. I broke up with my high school girlfriend or whatever. She broke up with me. Actually, she was taken by a cult. Well, we can talk about that at a different time. So I was bummed, and I fell into some meth, and that even led to more bumness. You guys, um, and so, I would say I was kind of suicidal. I was like, I don't think I would have took my life, but I kind of longed for it, if that makes sense. So one night I just kind of was praying, and just kind of said some stuff about my soul and different things. I was like 20, whoa, like 19, about 19 at the time. And all of us, not the cult story again. Oh yes, the cult story. No. So then all of a sudden, like I go to bed, and I had said some stuff, and man, I woke up and I was frozen, like the shadow people thing. And I thought that was just an experience I had until we followed the shadow men. Um on one of our things until we talked about it. And that's kind of common. Like if you are in a depressed state and you kind of want to die or whatever, that maybe you get partial paralysis in there. But I mean, I felt some kind of evil and I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do anything. And then all of a sudden it just let go of me. I never saw anything, but I mean, and then, I had been up for a few days. So who knows? Who knows what really happened? But yeah, man, that's some bad juju there. I didn't want to mess around. Um, um, no, man, you gotta live your best life, John. Freaking divorce is the cut the leash off, man. Live your best life now, buddy. All right. Yeah, so those are my top 5 moments, guys, of my paranormal life here. Never seen any UFOs. I wish I have. Never seen anything in the sky, anything like that. Never seen any Bigfoots or any weird man animals. Nothing super crazy. Just kind of more supernatural um, kind of ghost stuff. And, kind of putting yourself in those. All right, guys. So those are my top 5. Who has some of their own? Who wants to share some of their own experiences? Blow up those comments, guys. Who's had a run in with the guy? I know Chantel lives with a ghost. All right. Of all the Gatorade Zeros to get, I had to get the guava. It's the only one they had. Damn it. Um, all right, blow up those comments, guys. Let me hear you. All right, let's get into something I didn't know a lot about. This is going to be the Phantom Hitchhiker of Route 66, guys. Something I just kind of stumbled onto. So I want to welcome you to the wild and wonderful world um, of this show. That's right, the 420 podcast, where our minds are open and our spirits are high, and our adventures are legendary. Today we're venturing into. Oh, we lost it. We lost it. All right. We're venturing into the heart of the Mojave Desert to unravel the mystery of the Phantom Hitchhiker of Route 66, a legendary figure that has become part of local lore and legend. We've all heard the story. Um, a lot of those 50 stories. Johnny's cruising through the backwoods of the Mojave Desert in his Corvette, and there's a phantom hitchhiker. Um, I live with a ghost. I can never see it, but my girlfriend and other girls that come over can see the ghost. Really? Really? That's interesting, Mike. That's super interesting. I was next to my girlfriend watching her friend do dishes, and a ghost slapped my butt. Oh, Lonnie. Lonnie, that's great, man. That's awesome. All right, sorry about that, guys. Man, coughing. So, what is the Phantom Hitchhiker of Route 66? I think this was big in the 50s. When people were just getting on the roads and stuff, and hitchhiking was really a thing in the 70s. So let's get the basic info, facts, and findings. Picture this: you're cruising down historic Route 66, and the wind's in your hair and worries left far behind. Suddenly, you see a figure up ahead, thumb out, trying to hitch a ride. You pull over to offer a lift, and the passenger seat is empty. The phantom hitchhiker of Route 66 for you. The legendary apparition has been haunting this iconic stretch of road for decades. She's often described as a young woman, sometimes in distress, sometimes looking for a ride, but always disappearing before reaching her destination. No one's quite sure who she is, but she's become an integral part of folklore surrounding Route 66. So this is that story that like Large Marge, but I guess different. Where you pick up a hitchhiker and they don't talk to you. And you do whatever. Scared the pee out of me when I saw my girlfriend's hands in front of me. um, I'm late. I blame Pantless Brian. Oh, wait. I got shorts on. Oh, whoa. Just give you a free show there, Mr. Crispers. Um, so this is that old, you pick up the hitchhiker. It disappears before you reach the destination. Tell them Large Marge sent you. That type of thing. But this is a woman described as a female. Maybe her car is broken down. She's in distress. You pull over. This is a story as old as time, yes, or as old as cars. Some of the theories around this. Let's dive into some of the theories surrounding this elusive spirit. Um, Residual energy. Some people believe that the spirit of this lingering energy is an imprint from a tragic event that occurred along Route 66, perhaps a fatal accident or a vanishing act that never reached its intended conclusion. You know what? That's a really good one. That's a really good one. Um, I don't know if you guys, Tupac's murder has been in the news a lot lately. He's got shorts. Who wears shorts? Um, Tupac's murder has been in the news a lot lately. They arrested Keefe D for allegedly being an accessory, whatever it may be. But there is over on Koval, where he was shot, and he didn't die there, but he was shot there. They say at a certain time every night, if you go there, you can see his energy um, on that stretch of road. I don't know how true it is. I've never seen it, but I have seen an Eastern State Penitentiary. A lot of evidence. You guys can look this up. The top tier at one point every night, something energy comes out, turns, walks down, and disappears. Can't interact with it, but it does it every day at the same time. There's a lot of reports of residual energy. So this one, I definitely. Hey, Rosie Key, how you doing? So this one is definitely a possibility in my book. All right, number two, a guardian angel. There's a heartwarming theory that suggests the Phantom Hitchhiker might be a guardian angel of sorts, looking out for the weary traveler, ensuring their safe passage through the desert. Yeah, you hear a lot of this about like truckers and that kind of stuff. Pick up that hitchhiker, keeps them awake during that stretch, and never see him again. Large Marge sent you, whatever it may be. You know, so that's definitely a good thing. Tupac was killed by Will Smith. He couldn't keep his future ex-wife's name out his mouth. Ooh, that's some gossip we need to get into sometime. There, Mr. Crispers, that Jada Pinkett Smith. That's a Paranormal Tuesday. How was your 420, Rosie Key? How was yours? Um, yeah, so Guardian Angel. Who remembers Highway to Heaven? Wasn't that like the whole Michael Landon thing? He was the guardian angel wandering the wandering the highways, partner. Yeah, so Michael Landon, I remember. So yeah, that's definitely a theory. What else you got? Time slip. In the world of the paranormal, time slips are often mentioned. Could it be the ghostly hitchhiker is stuck in a time loop, forever trying to catch a ride to a bygone era? Um, or different dimensions, how they say they bleed over. All of a sudden she gets a ride and she disappears. Maybe she can only go so far. Um, yeah, definitely a possibility. I like the thought of other dimensions, other me's running around. Actually, I don't like the thought of other me's running around. But um, so, what about collective hallucinations? For the more skeptical minds among us, some say it's all shared hallucination, a trick of the desert, perhaps an influence of certain substances. Wink, wink, wink. Yeah, you're driving late at night, you're falling asleep. Usually there's a common thread of these people who are picking up the Phantom Hitchhiker of Route 66 or other hitchhikers at that. There's that common thread of that you're tired, you're falling asleep. You know what? I wouldn't put it past that one. If you want to debunk this, that would be a good place to start. Yeah, I like that one. All right, guys. So there you have it. What do you guys think? of any of this, the Phantom Hitchhiker of Route 66. This is, a lot of this lore in the 50s. You still hear it to today. Truckers talk about this. What do you guys think it may be? Is it a residual energy? Is it a guardian angel? Is it a time slip from a different dimension? Or is it a collective hallucination? If I had to put my money where my mouth is, oh, that's a hard one. The hallucination thing I like because it debunks it, but at the same time, man, that's like a DMT trip where everyone's having the same effect. I don't buy it would be the same every time. Guardian angel, I'd like to believe in that. If I had to narrow it down between 1 and 2, residual energy and guardian angel, I'm gonna say residual energy. Yeah, that's where my money is. Where's your guys' money? Let me know on that. All right, guys. So there you have it, fellow adventurers. Um, the Phantom Hitchhiker of Route 66 remains an enigma, a mysterious specter that continues to hitch a ride along one of the most iconic roads in America. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, the legend of this ghostly traveler adds an extra layer of mystique to the desert. So next time you find yourself on Route 66 with a friend and a joint, keep out the lookout for the elusive hitchhiker. And remember, the Mojave Desert is a place where even the most unusual stories come to life, guys. That is true. And keep those cannabis-fueled adventures going, guys. Blow up those comments for me. Yeah. There's the illusion that the aliens implanted after they abducted you and probed you. Oh man, time traveler, says Nova Mike. Oh man, I like that. I like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, I like Guardian Angel too. I like the thought that maybe, you know what? How many times have you guys in your life been in a situation where you leave 5 minutes before something terrible happens? Or you just miss something, or I often wonder, like, how guardian angels factor that all, how that plays into our everyday lives. That's something we should look into probably next week. Oh no, we got Halloween stuff looking into. We'll do that maybe in November, guys. We'll look into guardian angels. That's a great topic. Maybe we'll get some psychics on here, talk about guardian angels. That'd be way cool. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you. Remember, get in on these giveaways, guys. Elvira, hashtag Maniac Cop, hashtag DWO, hashtag Halloween, guys. All right. I've saved by my angel more than I can count. I'm telling you, there's something more to that we take for granted. All right, guys, let's give a big shout out to our guardian angels. Thank you for getting us out of those jams, man. We appreciate it. All right, guys, I will see you in the morning, 7:10 a.m. for Weed Wednesday. Got some cool games we're going to play. All right, we'll see you guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home.